Hi folks, and welcome to the start of my Skye Trail adventure, and I'm in a place called Broadford. I need to get a bus from here to Portree and then Portree up to this top of the island. Now in Broadford I'm at a spot or a campsite called the Skye campsite, where they charge £1 per day to leave a vehicle. So I managed to leave my car here. I was actually going to stay overnight at this campsite and then set off tomorrow, but the weather is biblical and I want to get up there and onto one of the hardest parts, which is the Trotternish Ridge, and get that done before the weather gets any worse. It's about 2 o'clock, 2:30 in the afternoon. The bus is at 3:30. I'm going to head down to the bus stop, get that, and see how quick we can get up to the start point. I was just over at the 𝗹𝗶𝗺 and had a couple of pints, which was lovely. Maybe not the best idea before you go on a hike, but it's getting late in the day. It's about 5:30. The bus should be here any minute, and that will take me up to the telephone box at the start of the trail, and that's it. I don't know where I'm going to camp tonight because I'm a bit out of sync here. I could camp at the 𝗃𝗶𝗀 or the lookout post. I know that walking all the way to the hostel is about 4.5 hours, and God, I'll be getting there about 11 o'clock at night. So we'll get the bus and then we're going to play it by ear, see what happens. That's it, the bus has dropped me off at the start point, the red telephone box. Let's head on round and find somewhere to get the tent up. Now, what I will say is that if you get the bus from Broadford to Portree and then Portree to here, when you get the bus at Broadford, tell the driver you're coming away up here, because you'll get a better discount on your ticket. It's a lot cheaper. But hey ho, let's go. Let's start the Skye Trail. Well, that's me up at the 𝗃𝗶𝗃. And there's a few other people here as well. So I think the plan of action is to batter on a little bit further and see if I can find somewhere for the tent. An amazing spot and some cracking views out to sea. I'm about 1/3 of the way, or maybe halfway, to the hostel. There's a, matter of fact, I think there's a hotel and a hostel further along. Matter of fact, I've just realised we've come across a cemetery. I was looking for somewhere to pitch the tent. Could be ideal. I really can't get over. Should I pitch my tent? Right, come on. I've managed to find a flat spot on top of the cliff tops here and got everything ready for the night. And yeah, I'm just waiting on this rehydrating. It's a fish and potato with parsley sauce and meal. God knows what it's going to taste like. I'm hoping it's going to be quite good. But yeah, I want to get this down me and an early night. It's 5:30. Beautiful morning, really nice. The sun's up now, nice and warm, and yeah, I slept fantastic last night. But it is early doors and we need to head up and round the cliffs here and then towards the hotel, and then we cut across there and then we're really up onto the ridge and kind of into the wilds. I want to try and get as far as I can today because there is a bit of bad weather forecast for 2 or 3 days. A lot of rain, so it'd be nice just to get as far as I can today, see how we get on. But yeah, what a spot. There's quite a few ups and downs to get to this point as you come round the coastline here. But check out the 2 pinnacles down there. Stunning. Now it's true what people say on other videos I've watched to do with the Skye Trail, that if you get good weather it really is spectacular. However, I could imagine that in bad weather, you know, this could be quite horrific. As you come round, you follow the fence line most of the way. There is sections that are a bit narrow, so care does have to be taken. But you will eventually come up to this, which is an old World War II radar station, which the sheep are currently living in. And then we're going to keep on walking round, follow it all the way around here, and then it kind of meets up with the road, and then we're going to cut across, and then we're into the big boys. The Trotternish Ridge, that's going to be interesting. I would like to try and get up there and most of that done today before this forecasted bad weather comes in. Just come off the road, and matter of fact we'll be heading towards the 𝗂𝗃𝗃, an amazing spot which is about 2.8 miles away I think. But you come across this first 𝗃𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃𝗃, I think it is, 𝗃𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃𝗃. Yeah. Oh, I think I just seen a fish surfacing there. But what a place. This would have been tremendous for a camp. Yeah, just here. That would have been fantastic for pitching the tent. Okay, let's get up there. Well, that's me collected enough water which I hope will see me through the walk today. And I also added an electrolyte tablet to this bottle just because I have been sweating quite a bit. It's quite handy to add them to your water when you're doing physical exercise like this. Stops, or it helps to stop your legs getting sore and cramping up. Or the one that I suffer from the most is getting sore heads, just because I'm that dehydrated. This is where the scale of the route comes into sharp focus. You can see the whole of the Trotternish Ridge, and yeah, it looks easy on the map, and I've got grand plans to try and get to the end of it today. Oh, I think it's about 16.5 miles from here, but it's up and downs as well. So we'll get on to it. To the right of the camera is the car park I'm aiming for, and then heading up onto that. We'll just play it by ear and see how far we can get. That's the first top done, but there's plenty more ahead, and I'm a bit concerned. I'm hoping to get to the next one pretty quick, but I can see this weather front coming in. It's like a band of rain. Nearly at the second top. Right. About 20 metres. Made it to the summit and the summit cairn of the second top, and I'm going to have to really hoof it, I think, because yeah, the weather further ahead is looking bad. I think I'm just going to have to head down, arse up and get on with it. Just get barred along the track. Yeah, cannibal sheep, never seen this before. Stuff horror films are made of. I have managed to get the tent set up just before the heavens opened, and I'm camped just at the back of the store, just off the track actually, that goes round to it. And yeah, what a day it's been. Now I have covered about 18 miles and 4,900 feet of ascent, 3,540 feet of descent. A very, very hard walk that, if you do it in one go. But yeah, all good in the end. We've got the tent up, we've got the food on the go. I'm going to have some scrambled egg with caramelised onion. Matter of fact, I also had one of these jacket toppers. They're meant for baked potatoes, but I have them with some oat cakes. Yeah, I got these to have at lunch times, but I've just never stopped to have one yet. I just keep walking and battering on. I've also got my oats here. I'll get some water in them. I'll leave these to cold soak overnight with some water. I've actually got 3 spoonfuls of milk powder and a spoonful of sugar. So I'll just fill that with some water and leave it overnight and then have it when I get up. But tomorrow is going to be the interesting one. Really, it's going to be weather dependent. I'm hoping that the rain eases off. It's to be torrential. There's talk of 40-50 mile/hour winds, torrential rain like this. If that's the case, I might head into 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. 𝗃𝗃𝗃 is just along the road, so yeah, I might do that. We'll see what the weather's like. I'll set my alarm again for 5 o'clock, and yeah, we'll see what the script is when I get up. But for today, day 2, that's it. I need to sort this bomb site out. It's an absolute mess, and then I'll speak to you again in the morning. This is the start of day 3 and welcome to a very misty or cloudy 𝗍𝗲𝗺𝗃𝗀. You might just see it over there. The pinnacles are trying to show themselves. It's only 7 o'clock in the morning. I packed up pretty sharpish and my plan is to head to Portree. Now, depending on the weather, I don't know what to do. I was thinking of walking to Portree, see what the weather's like. If it gets worse or really bad, then I might just bail from the trail. But then again, if it kind of clears up and does something completely different, I might actually carry on and see if I can get to the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 hotel or that campsite that's there and stay the night. I really don't know what to do. I don't want to bail off the trail. I really don't, but the weather forecast is just terrible. And, you know, you've got to remember, this is my holiday. You know, I'm actually on my holidays here, so I want to enjoy it to a point. I don't mind walking in the rain, don't mind walking in the cloud. But torrential downpours and thunder and lightning, yeah, I kind of draw the line. So let's take a wander and see what we're going to do. But yeah, as always, I just play it by ear. Let's just see what happens. But yeah, so far it's been fantastic. The first day or two was great. Yesterday night I was lucky to get the tent up and the heavens opened. Oh, now we're talking. I'm just at the store car park. There's actually facilities here, toilets and that, which is really handy. But I'm actually heading out over the hills over here. I'm checking the weather forecast and even right up to 3 o'clock, you know, it's showing thunder and lightning, and then even tomorrow, you know, it's just horrific. Monday might be a bit better, but yeah, there's a bus coming here at 8:30 and it goes to Portree. Yeah, I really don't fancy hoofing through that, and tomorrow, yeah, I think I'm going to have to call it here. We'll go and have a chat at Portree about the trip. Honestly, one side of me is saying keep going, and the other side saying no, you need to just call it. Yeah, I've got 15 minutes to decide before the bus gets here. I know if I come off this I'm going to regret it. I'm really going to regret it. Well, that's it, folks. What a few days it's been. Absolutely fantastic. Apart from the weather, really enjoyed it. The Trotternish Ridge was incredible. It's spectacular if you get the views, it really is, but a very difficult walk. And yeah, I just picked up the bus there at the store and all the way back here to Broadford to the campsite. So I'll be home in about maybe 3 or 4 hours. Just a shame about the weather, and it just so happened when I put my holidays in, yeah, this is what I got. But to be continued. I need to come back and finish it and get it ticked off. But that's it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed some of the scenery from Skye, and until next time, take care, folks.